That's my dog Growlithe. Let's get to it.
Back from the dead.
Welcome back, trainers. Once again, my name is Jex, and this video I'm going to start off a little bit different. I want to make a public service announcement for anyone who's taking advantage of this new raid system. If you don't know, raids are these high CP Pokemon. They hatch from an egg. The egg appears at the top of a gym. There is a 2-hour countdown. And then at that point, the egg hatches and a raid boss appears. Now, the raid boss itself is a high CP Pokemon that if you defeat it, you get a chance of catching a version of that Pokemon. Now, one thing that I want to address is raid bosses are difficult. They are high CP, they are tanks, they do require a team to take down. Now for this, I'm only going to talk about level 3 and 4 star raid bosses. The stars, by the way, are on the nearby thing, and also when you're looking at the egg, you can see how many stars they are at the bottom of it. The ones that we're going to talk about are 3-star and mainly 4-star Pokemon that are hatching. Snorlax, Lapras, the coveted Tyranitar. People want these. There are a lot of people that are still playing the game that do not even have these Pokemon, or they're trying to power up their Pokemon. And the only way that we're going to help people get through this is that it needs to be worked together. To my records, there is not a single person that can take on a 4-star raid boss by themselves. If anyone can disprove me on that, feel free to let me know. But we need to work as a group. Now, there's obviously multiple different types of players. We've got the everyday Pokemon, myself, obviously. We've got people that play it every now and then. They might go out for a day and do some raiding and catch some Pokemon, stuff like that. And then obviously we've got like the casuals, the ones that it's in the area, so I might as well do it. So I want to address a bit of courtesy or etiquette in regards to these raid bosses. Now, there's some tools online, there's different things around where you can find out where some high-level raid bosses will hatch. There's no way yet for finding out what they're going to be before they hatch. You have to wait for it. So if you're using an online tool, if you're using a Facebook group or message or any of those things, I believe the Silph Road have just released a new tool to help in this. Well, this is an announcement I want to give for people that are high level that want to do these, and just some basic etiquette around it. Now, I know how tempting it is if you're there right at the 4-star hatches and it's a Tyranitar or it's a Lapras or it's a Snorlax. It's something that you want to get. You just want to fight it as soon as possible, but I want to put it to you that any of these 4-star raid bosses, when they hatch, you should be waiting a minimum of 10 minutes before fighting it. In realistic, pretty much every single Snorlax, Lapras, Tyranitar that I've fought, I've been there, with only 20 minutes left on the clock. I've been waiting 40 minutes, and it's because of this, we can get more players to the Tyranitar, more players to the Snorlax that have a chance to catch it, have a chance to fight it and beat it. So I implore you, if you are looking at raiding, whether you're a seasoned player or you're playing casually, there are so many people around playing the game, especially here on the Gold Coast. We have a really good community of people notifying each other, using the message boards, using chat to basically get the most out of their raid experience. So I encourage you to get into groups, get into large things, and wait for other players to get there before you start the raid boss, and so everyone can enjoy it, everyone has a chance of catching it. Anyway, that's enough of me ranting. Let's get on with the video. Alright, so you found your raid, you've got people around you, and now we need to look at what Pokemon that you should be using. There are a lot of different options for each of the raid bosses. I'm not going to go through them all, but I do want to point out some key factor ones as part of it. So, at the moment, I'm using the Silph Road. There's heaps of information on it. I'm going to link it down below. It's a great tool for so many different things, but I'm using this nice little infographic here that can point out the best counters to each of the main Pokemon. So here, you're level 4, so Tyranitar, Snorlax, Rhydon, Lapras, Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur. Out of Tyranitar, Rhydon, Lapras, you can see that the best counter to them is Machamp. And if you've done any kind of research or any kind of asking around, people will tell you that Machamp is currently the most valuable hitter in raids at the moment. So Tyranitar is going to be really big when legendaries come out. I didn't address that just before. A big thing when legendaries do come out, it is going to be hard, it is going to be difficult. We need to work together to be able to kill these legendaries. But anyway, Mew and Mewtwo are both psychic, so is Celebi, and Lugia as well. So psychic is weak against dark, and we have the strongest dark one at the moment is Tyranitar. So big thing at the moment preparing for legendaries is to get a good Tyranitar. Bite, Crunch is the moveset that you want. The second thing is to get Tyranitar, you need to be able to kill him, which is where Machamp comes in. Machamp is also Aziz, Snorlax, Lapras, it's really good. The other one that I want to point out as well is that Charizard's best weakness is against, well, one of its best weaknesses is against Golem with double rock move. But also the legendary birds, Articuno, Moltres, and Zapdos are all weak to rock. So a double rock Golem, or if you have a double rock Omastar, all these kind of ones are something that you really want to get ready, invest. One thing I didn't address in that video before is that there is a slight difference between how many people. If you are dealing the most damage on your team, you get extra Premier Balls, and if your team is dealing the most damage overall compared to the other two teams, you also get extra Premier Balls. But when it's going to come to legendaries, the priority thing is going to be killing them. So you want to be able to contribute as much as possible and have a chance of getting those extra Premier Balls for dealing the most with your team, and this is how you're going to do it. Machamp, Golem, great. Dragonite, as you can see, has a lot of hits on here as well. It's just really high damage. It does resist a couple of different things. So against Machamp, it's flying, so it resists the flying attack. If you have a Dragonite with flying moves, also super good against Machamp at the same time. And a few other things as well. I've been waiting to do this for a while. So, as I said, Machamp, one of the big ones that you want. At the moment, I've got 5 fast TMs. I have gotten 1 extra fast and 1 extra charge TM. Well, 1 charge TM. And I use those on my perfect IV Golem. Which, by the way, if you're wondering why I call all my Pokemon Pokemon A Golem or A whatever, it's so I know that they're perfect. I don't like using numbers for whatever reason, but find your own system, it works. Golem here has Rock Throw, Earthquake. Super unfortunate that it came with the complete wrong moveset when I evolved it. Both Rock Throw and Stone Edge are currently in the move cycle, so I re-rolled, got my Rock Throw, and I re-rolled my terrible rock move and got Earthquake, which I don't want at all. So I have to get charged TMs. Now, with prioritizing Pokemon to use your TMs on, here's a good example. So this Machamp is like 91, 93%. It's got Counter, which is its best quick move that it can currently get. And it's got Heavy Slam, which is terrible for what we want. We want either a Dynamic Punch, which is currently obtainable, and then we want, or a Legacy, you can have Cross Chop, which is fine. It's pretty much the same damage, but they're the 2 moves that we want. Now, the problem that we have with this Machamp is that it's got Counter already, so I need a charge TM. Now, ignoring the fact that I don't have any charge TMs, the charge moves for Pokemon, I'm pretty sure, I haven't gone through the whole list, but I'm pretty sure for all of them they have at least 3 options for its charge attack. 9 times out of 10, or pretty much all of them that you want, you only want 1 of their charge moves. But with quick moves, I've got 2 already set up. I've got, well actually let's go with this one here. It's got Bullet Punch, which I don't want. I want the other fighting move. Now the benefit is that this Machamp, well, Machamp can only have 2 quick moves at the moment. You've got Counter and you've got Bullet Punch. So I know when I roll my quick TM on this, it's going to get Counter. And the same thing here for my other Machamp. This one and the one before are both 96%. So these are really good, really worth investing, because when I raid, I want to be that person that has the most DPS, and I want to be able to have the better chance of getting extra Premier Balls to try and catch. Well, in this case, Tyranitar, Lapras, or Snorlax. 3 main ones to use again. Anyway, that's enough from me. Once again, thank you for watching. I know this felt like a pretty heavy-handed video, lots of information, lots of things to go through, but thanks for sticking around. Please drop a like, subscribe, share this channel with anyone at the start of the game, new to raiding, wants to get out there, meet some people, and learn, you know, what the best way to go about raiding is. Anyway, I will catch you in the next video.
Back from the dead.